Virgo, good morning guys, how you doing? How are you, Virgo? So we've going to do a few different messages than what I normally do. Here I'm also hearing Norman or Normington or Nigel, also Nige or Nigel, or anybody beginning with N also. But yeah, Norman, Normington, Noel, Nigel. Anyway, so anything beginning with N. I'm also hearing like I spy, something to do with spying. Someone could be stalking you or spying or just basically keeping an eye on you unless there is something wrong with someone's eye. I'm also hearing iron or lion, so it might be something to do around a Leo or an Aquarian. But I'm also hearing like iron levels, maybe looking at blood, something that could be in your blood, like eating healthy. And trying to I don't know, look at dopamine or anything like that. Like, okay, I need to start changing my diet. If I'm eating healthy, then I might be able to get certain supplements. So it could be taking supplements, or it could be something to do around what foods that you're eating. You might even do this for a living, because I'm picking up things around cooking more healthy, looking at healthy food, healthy way of living, that kind of stuff. I think a lot of your messages, Virgo, seem to be around your health. It might be mental health, it could be health in general, or Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack also. But yeah, looking at health in general is also definitely a message that Spirit is kind of trying to give to me to give to you. Well, not give to me to give to you if you're already doing it. It's pretty much like a prediction of me just telling you that's more than likely what you're doing, Virgo. But I definitely keep picking up like trying to cook more healthy, eat more healthy, looking at mental health also. And blah, blah, blah. So if you guys didn't know, where have I been? I've just actually got my diagnosis. For ages now, it's took me ages to get in to see the mental health clinic, and got diagnosed with ADD. And that really does tell me a hell of a lot of stuff for what was going on in my life when I was a child. So it could be mental health, it could be stuff like this, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, eating healthy, you know, all those kind of things here. I'm also hearing things. If I say thing, you say Stephen King. So it could be all that kind of stuff that you're looking into, like mental health, trying to eat more healthy, trying to bring up your vibration by what it is that you're eating, also by what you're thinking. You might be trying to manifest something also at this point, trying to remain more calm, try not to think so negatively. It might be where you, I'm also hearing positive, negative, something around a Libra. I'm also picking up like an X-ray of something. Now it could be something around your ex, or unless your ex is called Ray, or Rachel, or Ricky, or R, anybody beginning with R. But it feels like trying to find like a hereditary type sort of blood. It might even be cholesterol, these kind of things, but like something that could have been like hereditary. Where was it passed? And like blah blah blah. I'm also hearing maybe trouble in passing down below. Like some of you might have what do you call it? Well, the opposite to diarrhea, basically, like having trouble passing. I don't know if it's a gallstone or something that may be where you're going to the hospital or doctors. It could also be like cholesterol, but I'm picking up like being bound up, okay? And it might be something to do with around what you're eating or what you're doing around that kind of stuff here. So like feeling bound up. Also not, if I say not, you say Pisces or a life path 3. This is just how I channel Virgo if you've not met me before. I'm also picking wind it up. Wind Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jack in the box. What's in the box? Life path number 7. So a 7, Cancerian life path 7. Could be you or a partner. Try not to get so wound up. So it might be trying to stay away from anything that is also negative and trying to remain positive at this point. Definitely keep hearing like positive, negative, something to do around blood work or blood groups. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it positive? Is it negative? I don't know if it's a blood-borne disease of hepatitis or AIDS, anything like that, but I'm definitely hearing that kind of stuff for some of you maybe, and for some of you not. It could just be something around cholesterol in the blood, blood works, basically going for a what do you call it, man, when you see, this is my ADD kicking in, my memory is terrible. What do you call it? You go and get a blood test, right? Sorry. I've noticed a hell of a lot about myself while I haven't been online, Virgo. But yeah, like memories and stuff like this, and in the corner of my mind, and trying to remain positive and all that sort of stuff, right, Virgo? So it could be where you're trying to manifest something here, and try not to add negativity onto a thought process of a manifestation that you could be trying to, trying to do. It could be like, I would probably say that someone with ADD could probably find it very difficult in order to manifest things. But like, yeah, it could be something like that you've found out, or stuff like this. Okay, so there's your channel messages, Virgo. How you doing? So we are looking into a new deck, and then we're going to clarify it and see what other messages that you've got, because your weekly was done yesterday, I think it was, and it is over on Patreon for you guys that want to join or already on Patreon. And I said that these messages will be completely different to what is over on there. Okay, so Virgo, any messages that you want Virgo to hear, or Life Path 9, okay? So you can watch it as a Life Path 9 as well. So let's see, Virgo, what has Virgo got coming up, please? Any messages that you want Virgo to be aware of? Any messages that you want Virgo to be aware of? Love on the brain. So it could be something to do with around the brain, okay? Brain function. You could be in love with a person, and all you can think of and all you want to know about is love. Okay, it says dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. So I do think that a lot of you are possibly dreaming of your soulmate or your twin, or whichever way it is. I believe this is a mirror energy of something that you're trying to manifest. Don't have to be love life, but you're trying to manifest something that is not there, okay, and it's coming up as like a hieroglyphic energy that isn't actually there present, but you're trying to manifest it in from the subconscious to the conscious, okay? So I believe that what I was channeling for you, or started to channel for you, could be a Life Path 4, Scorpio, or an Aries person also, but like trying to think more positively, maybe relax more here. I'm hearing like relaxation and let it come to me, okay? And if I'm relaxed and I find my heart center, then my brain will be relaxed, and then whatever it is that I am trying to manifest will actually come into my life if I'm not wanting it or needing it or thinking, putting negative thoughts up into the universe here for you. So even though this just says love across here, okay, I believe that this is everything that you're trying to manifest into your life that may be to do with the heart center that would be here, okay? So because a manifestation is obviously about memory, okay? And when your memories are full of past energies of the memory, okay, you can't concentrate on a feeling because it will be a manifestation of the past. So it's kind of like trying to live presently, I think that a lot of you are trying to do here. Or your partner is, I don't know. But trying to relax and let things come to you naturally instead of forcing an answer from your partner if you're in one, or needing it, okay? To be quite honest with you, you did have that card that first come up, and it did say force on it. It was in this deck. So I should have probably took that, but I'll take this one instead. So what I'm picking up for you is a lot of, instead of trying to force an answer from a person, or trying to force something to come to you naturally, or Natalie, okay, but like instead of trying to force something to come to me naturally, I'm trying to find my center, maybe do meditation, relaxation, take a break, instead of like, okay, I need to concentrate on what it is that I haven't got, because this is basically looking at your like dark side and your light side, okay? So instead of doing it this way round and realizing what is in front of me is dark matter, okay, this is definitely how you I think a lot of you are definitely manifesting, okay? So like instead of worrying about a matter of fact, what isn't actually there actually isn't there. So I'm trying not to think of anything that is dark, okay, and I'm trying to look on the Virgo lantern side of the light energy, okay, which would be dark and light here. You could also be dealing with a Pisces as well for a lot of you, or you've got it in your chart somewhere of a dark and light energy of Pisces, okay, and also Virgo, because that would be the opposite. So you could have a lot to do with someone that is Pisces in your life, or you are like a Virgo life path 3, or there is someone in your life that may not be present, okay, that could also be like a Piscean. It could be someone from the past. It could be someone that you're thinking of that actually isn't with you at this time, okay, for a lot of you. So it might be where you're trying to actually manifest this person in your life somehow that isn't there, okay. This may not be for all of you. It depends if okay. Okay, so some of you, I'm picking up that a Piscean specifically isn't in your life, okay, isn't really in your life, but it's a Piscean that you want maybe in your life, that you want to come to you here, that you're trying to manifest as a love offer that is here, okay. But the trouble is I am kind of picking up on maybe a third party, because I'm picking up the energy of that someone is actually present in a Piscean's life, and it would also be someone of either a life path 9 or a Virgo placement of either Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Jupiter, maybe, okay. That's for some of you at this time. Let's go back to the energy that is possibly not present of love, that you are trying to manifest things into your life that are not present. I really do keep picking up on a not present. So if you guys don't know that when I channel, it represents, if I say not, that would be a hangman swinging upon a tree, and that would be a 3, and that would be caught up into a bind, blah, 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 not. Okay, so Pisces, okay. So I'm picking up that a Piscean is very present somehow in one being in one's life, but also one not being present in one's life also, okay? So I think for the people where you may have a person that is a Pisces in your life, because I'm picking up someone that has this placement of the past also, of maybe an ex that could have been maybe having children and something like that, okay? But some of you, you're trying to manifest this person in your life that you want, but maybe also trying to manifest a Pisces in your life that you don't want in your life, that was dark, that kind of went on the dark side of life. It might be Luke Skywalker or Luke, Louise, Lucy, Lucifer, and Elzebub could also be a person that is like a Capricorn, maybe as well as like a Piscean or a life path 3. Okay, that kind of energy. Maybe I'm picking up like Cappy, life path 3, or Cappy Pisces. So through the numerology of that, I'm also picking up maybe a Pisces Gemini, okay, placements, or a Pisces Cappy, because that would be a 6 and a 3. So it depends on which way you're looking at these for guys here, okay. What else am I hearing through this one card? Well, let's move on. Okay, that is a message. I'm hearing it's best to move on, or something like that. I don't know. Or Yvonne, Evie, Eve, Steve, Yvonne, Eve, Siobhan, also the name Siobhan, Evie, Evie, Devi, also the devil, the Capricorn person, Evie, love on the brain. There is something going on around the brain here, or Brian. I'm also picking up the name Brian, Brianna, Morgana, Anna, Anne, Annabelle, Bella, Brain, Brian, Brainy, check out the big brains on Brad. But like something to do with brain therapy, like I'm trying to relax my brain. Like I said, man, it could be ADD, it could be ADHD or ADD, like, you know, I've been diagnosed with. Trying to relax the brain, trying to stop thinking so negatively, okay. It's very difficult for a person that has ADD, because if you take, for instance, right, say YouTube, right, like I've been doing YouTube, okay, and people have judged me for so long, okay, not realising that a lot of the things that come to me are through having ADD. So I see it as special, okay, I do. I believe that a person that can find focus in one direction is brilliant in one direction, just maybe not in another, okay. So that would definitely be ADD. Okay, but if you look at, like, say, the amount of abuse that I could have had from other channels and stuff like that, right? They probably realise or haven't realised that you was blaming a person that has ADD, which is mental illness. So that's bullying people that have mental illness. So, like, when you go to school and stuff like that, you get classed as a dunce because you can't read or write, okay? I can't read or write because I have ADD. I can't concentrate on words. Okay, I can't. And I couldn't at school. So I got classed as a dunce, threw in the background, found it very frustrating to try and find organisation, man. Organisation skills. If I was to turn this fucking camera around, you would see wires and fucking speakers and fucking God knows what else all over the place. Like, it's just an array of shit. And I get very frustrated when I'm trying to find organisation. I really do. And that kind of stuff, like trying to relax the brain and probably not trying to focus so much on, like, organisation, okay, and actually trying to realise that it could actually be another problem here, okay. So there you go. So that's for some of you. So it could be mental health. Let's see. Virgo. Any other messages that you want Virgo to be aware of, please? Any other messages that you want Virgo to be aware of? I mean, if you look at ADD, right? If you look at ADD, me with this, I think I am brilliant at my job. I really do. I think I'm so good at my job. But if you was to take me out of this environment and ask me to do something that wasn't to do with, like, mental health study, or wasn't spiritual and also a part of the brain and karmic energy and, like, channeling and doing my job, I would excel in this kind of stuff. But some of you might be using Word or Excel for writing documents and stuff like this, is also what I'm picking up. Like Excel, or something that's going to relate to you of, like, Excel. Okay, Excel, is that a drug? Or Excel, Excelax, or Excel? What was that? Axl Rose. Some of you could be playing guitar, or Rose, Axel and Axe. Some of you could be playing guitar, or you're interested in a guitar or something like this, or Alaskan from Alaska, or you work or you work at Askham House, which would also be a person that works for elderly residents, people with, like, dementia. This kind of stuff. You might also be very forgetful if you have ADD, but you also might work for the dementia team or mental health team yourselves. This kind of stuff is definitely what I'm picking up. But where was I going with the message? Fuck knows. Yeah, just like, I think I was just doing a rant about myself, sorry. But, like, if you was to take me out of this environment, man, I would get frustrated and really not know what to do. This is why it took me so long to leave home. Why it took me so long to leave home. Because I would try to work out the equation of what that would be like and panic. Right, which can lead to anxiety. And the unknown can be very difficult to a person with ADD. Okay. Because they would need to make up their own mind. But anyway, let's see. Virgo. Any other messages for Virgo, please? So you've got fishing for comments. Okay. Fishing for comments. So you could even be watching that geezer that's on, what is it, Aquaman? Or you could be dealing with an Aquarius for a lot of you, or a Leo, Aquarian Leo. Or they have that, or you have that in their chart somewhere. But I'm definitely picking up, like, Aquarius. Okay, so fishing for comments. So it might be where you're complimenting people and trying to focus on people that give you nice comments, okay? Like, I wouldn't say fishing for comments is like, you know, can at least you give me a compliment at some point? I think it would be focusing on being grateful, okay? Being grateful. Let's see. Fishing for comments. So that would also be like looking at comments and stuff like that, okay, of anything that would also be like multimedia based. It's definitely what I'm hearing for you. I would try and advise maybe, Steve, to stay out of your comment section, because you don't want negative people I just can't stand negative people, man. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to talk about ADD again very soon. Like, this is why I find it very difficult on YouTube as having ADD. When a person says something very nasty, okay, I can hold on to that for a very long time because I have ADD. Okay, so it's very difficult for me to just bypass something like that because when you have that kind of cognitive thought process, it's like being blamed for having a disorder of not knowing. Okay, you've got absolutely no idea what it does when it affects another person. Okay, so people that cause an effect with you, you've got no idea that they're, you know, what they mean, what they do. So they could say something where they really didn't mean it in a comment section, but me, I would see that as an attack. So yeah, for those sort of things, for me, is really not very good. Anyway, let's move on, Virgo. So Virgo, any other messages, please, for Virgo coming up that you want them to hear? So you've got haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, and also side effects. Okay, so I don't know if it's something to do with around haunted from your past, that you've got this energy that is around you where you constantly worry about the interference of an ex. For a lot of you, is definitely what I'm hearing, is possibly being interfered by memories of the past, of the dark. Like, it might be stopping my manifestation because I have to constantly deal with someone that could be very negative within my energy field, okay, within my energy field. And going over these memories and all of that stuff is really more just of a side effect, okay. Some of you might be worried about me. I have definitely not gone down the... Some of you really could be suffering through like ADD here, because I am kind of picking it up. Is that I am not going down the... Oh, shit. Fuck, it's just what I wanted. Sorry, these cards are so slippy. Is down that route of medication. Because it's going to take me 2 years anyway. Like in Britain, 2 years. 2 years before you can get any kind of help from the hospital or doctors here, because it's such a big waiting list in Britain at the moment to get help, if it be from any kind. So I'm hearing for a lot of you that you might be looking at cognitive thought patterns and memories of like trying to not think of things that haunt you, and flashbacks of memory, because if you do look at flashbacks of memory, that affects the heart center, and then the heart center will create dopamine and God knows what else, and before you know it, you'll be living out the past. And if you do that, you cannot create your future. So I'm picking up that some of you are trying this manifestation, but for some of you, you may have like a very negative energy or relative relative that is around you a lot, that distracts your process of physical, metaphysical to physical. Okay, so if I want to manifest something physical into my life, I have to focus on not memories of the past, not flashbacks of trauma, okay, and not the side effects that could be created by drugs, okay. I don't always believe that drugs are a good possibility of help, okay, but some of you might be here, okay. I'm not going to pick those cards up down there because I really just don't want to cut off the camera, move. So we're just going to go with what other messages they've got for you here. Virgo, any other messages, please, for Virgo that you want them to hear? Spiritual hater. There you go. You see, these two cards come out for another... Well, three cards, actually. The same three cards come out for another reading. Okay. Hates on your spiritual light and magic power. So these are very, very, very negative people. Now, do not forget that spiritual people or religious people can watch tarot cards as well, believing that they're spiritual. But if you was actually a spiritual being, you wouldn't be so negative. Okay, so look at that. Look at that behavior. if you're leaving dislikes and hatred and you are a spiritual or a Christian or anything like that, you're fake. You are literally and utterly a fake, and I can smell bullshit in my life. If you leave hatred, it is not good karma, because you're putting that out towards yourself. You are constantly thinking very negatively yourselves. So that's why you're frustrated and you're stuck, because you can't stop other people from leading their own lives. So you're not leaders, you're sheep. Sorry, these are for the haters that are all in the background maybe. If you can leave as many dislikes and comments as people like, but you will be the ones that go down. Okay, so just take that heed as it is. If you are a person that is religious, persecuting people that are spiritual, you're fake. It's bullshit and you are fake, okay? Because if you are a God-given person, you are supposed to forgive, okay? You do not implant fear into people's heads to say that you will go to hell. Really? You're a cult. You are classed as a cult and you are fake as shit, okay? So I will call you out all day long, okay? Because I believe that you're fake, okay? So you cannot force anything that is spiritual or of a belief that is a lie. Belief, believe, life, lie, okay? So the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. That's just stupid, okay? So, you know. So a lot of you could have spiritual hating people around you, can also be very religious, okay? You could have a jealous ex. You can have someone that hates messages that you do. If the person is spiritual themselves, they're fake, okay? Because they do not agree with other people, so they're fake. And they'll probably hate hearing that kind of message also. So you'll not be able to manifest anything. This would be for someone else, okay? This is for someone else that is being persecuted by people in their life that can't stand what it is that they do for maybe like a living, or speaking out of their mouth and not their asshole here maybe. And yeah, don't worry about these sort of people here. You just got to kind of, if you have YouTube channels, you just got to suck it up. I've noticed a lot of you in the comments have said that you have like Facebook. I don't really know, because I'm not really a part of a spiritual community on Facebook, but if you're on Facebook and you're kind of like suffering through these kind of things, where I think I realise a lot of you might have like a Virgo placement here. Yeah, just like I said, man, find another niche. Or these people are not spiritual, okay? They're just fake people that just come up just trying to make money, or think that they know it all, you know, here. And they could well copy other people and God knows what else, and you know, but you know, let's see. Because spiritual hating would also be whatever it is that you're gaining that I'm not, you know. That I'm jealous that you gain what I don't, okay. I'm jealous that you have what I don't, okay. So that can also be, like I said, man, the people that also go around the spiritual community. You could be a cross-watcher, you know, and you've got a person that has a person, and you're kind of like, no, I need to hate on that other person because they have the man or the woman that I want, and they stand in my way. That's really not good intention, okay, because the people that are not for you are probably not supposed to be for you anyway, and you're actually forcing a person to be in your life that actually isn't supposed to be, because they're actually not good for you, okay? So why would you want a person that's actually not designated for you instead of being able to move on with a person that actually is, you know? And you can fight so long for people to have people that, you know, like if you actually had it and was in that circumstance, you could possibly end up being like a child and not wanting it once you've got it. Okay, so, you know, the metaphysical side of yearning and wanting is just a manifestation of what you don't have, which can be fear. Okay, when you have fear, you're actually putting fear onto what you don't have, and that's why you can't get it. Okay, because of the hatred. So, you know, take heed. Let's see. Because this would also relate to exes, it would relate to parents and stuff like that, okay? I hate that you don't pay any attention to me. If you have ADD, That's called an attention deficit disorder. Right? So, you know, I hate the fact that you don't spend any time with me. I hate the fact that you spend more time concentrated on work than you do me. Could have ADD. You could have been blaming someone for so long that you don't realise that they could have a mental illness, that you've been blaming them all that time because you spend more time concentrated at work than you do me. You spend more time concentrated on your kids than what you do me. Concentration, ADD, attention deficit disorder. Says what it does on the tin, bruv. Okay, so Virgo, when I was doing your readings months and also years ago, was I also not saying to you, it's something that you cannot see and it also may be depression and everything else? Did you may or may not realise that that could have been yourselves, but it could have been, also been your partner? That it could have also been your partner at the time, that you may have also destroyed because of it may being a mental illness. Anybody ever thought of that? Shock. Right? War. PTSD. Trauma. Blaming people for having trauma because they hurt my feelings. It's a human fight or flight response. I blame you because of the trauma you've experienced through your life. It's your fault. Your mother and father treated you so shit, so you treated me so shit. So now we're going to be tit for tat and have hatred for one another because of what was not given to a person being their fault. Wasn't their fault. Human beings, right? Let's see. Virgo. Wolf in sheep's clothing, Virgo. You've kind of got it. It's right here. Right now. Okay, sorry if I just planted my man breast that's getting smaller on the desk there. But and sorry for my nicotine. I got nicotine stains on my fingers. I got swollen hand blues. I'm not a chick, bruv. I'm a geezer. I do work outside of this domain also, right? Yeah. I don't spend giving myself pedicures and stuff. And I smoke tobacco, unfortunately. Not weed. Anyway, let's see. So, yeah, wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody that is basically like a predatorial energy that may be fake here. It's fake. All day long, bruv. Fake energy here. So, let's see. Love on the rocks, ain't no surprise. Just show me the dream, and I'll journal it in my book. You could be writing a lot just lately. I'm hearing just lately. Love on the brain. Why do they have that for Virgo? I'm just waiting for a manifestation, trying to put my intentions out there, and then just wait patiently whilst trying to relax and not think about what I want. If I focus on what I want, is that what you're focusing on from the past? Yeah. Because you could be focusing too much on what you want and not letting it just come to you one piece at a time, where it's like, man, this is coming to me very slowly. Why have I only just got one? Okay, why did I only just get one piece? I'm just waiting for all this to fall so I can have everything. But I might be concentrated on the wrong garden. Right? So I need to wait, but patiently wait and not force everything to come to me naturally. Okay. Natalie, here and Natalie. Fishing for comments. Why does Virgo have fishing for comments? Because of a Gemini or a Capricorn. Okay. Some of you are very abundant at this time, feeling very relaxed and very caring and very giving. Okay. So it's kind of like, if I was to put out the intentions of giving, then surely to be thankful for what I already have is good enough at the moment. So I'm trying to relax, spend time with my friends and my family or my partner. Okay. And maybe looking at medication and a self-diagnosis of something also. This is also trying to remain grateful for what I also have, realising that I'm more abundant than others, okay, that I'm lucky to have what I have. I think you're on this spiritual kind of kick here, or this person is, Virgo, because lo and behold, this seems to have been a spiritual reading. if you didn't realise. Let's see. Memories, flashbacks, trauma and side effects. Why does Virgo have that? Might be from your past that you had a husband or a wife with, okay, because you may have had children together at some point and you're haunted by that energy of... See, some of you are actually probably trying to stop this person from coming at you. You may not even realise that you're doing this, blocking energy and not remaining open. Like I said, spiritual hating, sheep in wolves' clothing. You know, you might actually be trying to manifest the wrong energy around you here, okay? Because this is haunted and manifesting from PTSD and trauma going towards a person that actually doesn't like you here. Or you don't even like them here. So, you know, this could be, but I pick up that some of you might be trying to manifest the wrong person into your life. Or you already have that wrong person in your life. And you're unaware that you have a hater that is around you. You've just not seen it yet. You've just not seen the fact that you may have I mean, like I said, it might not be you. It could be your partner or your person that has people that interfere with their work and their job that they have. You know, it could be at work. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It just could be at work that I have competition. I have people that don't want me or don't like me and they see me as a threat. And they're not actually being honest and forthright. They're just kind of trying to fabricate and cover it up. Okay. Make out as if they do. Okay. So why do they have spiritual hater? Why do they have a spiritual hater? What is that to do with spiritual hater? Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn person here. Could be your mother or your father for some people here that hate upon spiritual beliefs here, that do not have the same belief as the other. Some of you, this is to do like you, because, you know, I have to kind of pick up on these cards clarifying these ones. Your weekly reading, Virgo, is completely and utterly different than what these cards are here, because this here I would really read as a relationship. Reedy, Damien also, but like read as a relationship here. Eat, read, love, and also sell. But yeah, like I would read as a relationship. Okay, that is present. What's the wolf in sheep's clothing? Is a child or a friend. Some of you might have bad friends or bad acquaintances. Or like I said, man, these can be people in the background of YouTube that don't speak. They just watch. And they're fake people. They're like fake people. Okay. Because this person isn't actually saying anything here. It's kind of, I'm just going to remain in the shadows and quiet here. Okay. So please make yourself known. Comment. Everybody. Yeah, Virgo, let's do us all a favour, right? All of you guys, let's outdo all of the people that leave negative comments. Let's all of you, please go in my comment section and leave something very positive to be grateful for and say thank you, okay? Thank you, silence. But yeah, just be grateful for silence, okay? But yeah, please comment below. Give something of thanks, okay? Be very nice to hear from you all. Yeah, I believe a lot of you, this could be an ex that you had children with, and that they may be interfering in your future because, like I said, it can even be a mother or father that interferes in your life because they implant more negativity than positivity. So this person may not even understand ADD. They may not even be aware of the fact that someone has ADD, okay? Because this would be medication and stuff like that, okay? This could also be you guys that have family, you have children together, for a lot of you here. Already have children, may not be anything to do with their own past, but, you know, you're kind of like waiting, blah, 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 and you've got children here, okay? And some of you actually are like mental health practitioners here, where you deal with medicine. This is like medicine. This is like prescriptions and medicines and like, I don't know, the chemist or whichever way it is, or you're interested in herbal remedies and blah, 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 and stuff like that. I mean, you don't even have to be a doctor. I study the brain, and do not have a PhD or anything like that. I don't even have a goddamn A. I just have like the lowest grades possibly known to man. Yeah. But like I just use my I use my spiritual side of intellect here. But anyway, yeah, there you go. So that's what we got for you of your messages. So Virgo, if you would like to help me survive, which really would be good, because Steve, like I said, has ADD and has spent shitloads of money that I actually need to now recuperate, because I realise why I've been spending it. Is trying to organise my life around organisation of when I find, oh my God, I need to buy another keyboard because I don't want to sit there. I need to find something to park here to make it easier so I can look at this TV and not that TV. And yeah, I've got myself into a bit of a bind. So if any of you guys wish to join my Patreon, it really would help. I'm kind of fishing for compliments here, but like comments. But if you wish to join, it really does help me out. So you will need the silver tier or the gold tier. The gold tier is where I do a load of teaching videos, and they're always over there for you to dive into my brain and see what I tell you about manifestations and God knows what else. But if you just want your readings, the silver tier is, because they're on both, but the majority of readings are on the silver one because the gold one was just opened, okay? So you won't find as many back catalogue readings on the gold tier. On the silver tier, you'll find years worth of stuff that's over there if you want to watch old readings. But only 2 months worth that is over on the gold tier at the moment. But if you would like to have your weekly reading, you will need either the silver or the gold tier, and you can find that provided below, okay? And then anything else that you also want to join or find is also listed below, okay? Whew. Okay, Virgo, thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Blessings to all, and I'll see you soon.